And then what about, so there's two other parts to the program, right? The introduction to the workshop is like, I guess the segment I would call it like the power of choice. So there was about 300 kids in the assembly, right?
Yeah.
And then about how many in the first part of the workshop?
There was 14 or 15 kids in the room to
Okay.
begin with.
And then, so what value did those 15 kids get out of that power of choice session? Like even if they didn't come back?
Come back to the
Yeah.
follow-up, yeah.
Like how was that? How did that go?
Well, I think it went well, and the thing is, because we're a small school, I know that, well, I work just with the high school mostly, and there's 250 kids, so I know, you know, pretty much every kid by name and pretty much every addiction and problem. I'm sure there's lots I don't know that kids hide, but the kids that were in the room, I know what they're that were in the room, I know what they're struggling with, and I think even though they didn't come back, it's about the authenticity again. It's about being aware and the real life aspect of it. They know what they're doing that's harming their bodies. They know what they're doing that's harming their minds and their spirit. And they also know that, you know what, you're still a valuable person. It's okay, and when you're ready to change, there's something out there for you. There's a support for you. So them knowing that that exists is way more than they had before. It's hope. And that's what we all live on, and that's what they got, I think.
And then now, so then now the final section, which is the Healthy Habits Workshop for those that came back, which was 5?
Yep.
5, okay. And what do you want to say about that?
I think that, once again, I know all of those students fairly well, and they're people who are always, to me, the most valuable message that they got was about taking responsibility for their actions and their behaviors, and not using, you know, being true to your word, not being true to excuses. So the one student worked really hard at working through the question about who she would apologize to and why. And for her, that might have been the first successful time she's ever done that in such a short period of time. Normally a process like that might take 2 or 3 sessions with me. So that was really interesting. And I think awareness is the first step. And maybe this isn't a behavior that will stick and hasn't been learned and ingrained, but if they keep this mindset, and that's the important part of the program, right? Doing it for 28 days, creating a habit, getting it stuck in the subconscious mind so that it becomes part of who they are instead of something that's uncomfortable. So, yeah, getting them to do things, stepping outside their box, stepping outside their comfort zone, and now cementing this for 28 days. It'll be really cool to see what happens with it.
Mm-hmm.